Amen. Amen. I'm thankful for a God that heals physical ailments, but I'm also thankful for a God that heals spiritual ailments. Amen. And so I'm going to invite my friends to come on up. I'm going to invite Lucas and the crew, if you will. Man, I don't know if you guys have not had a chance to meet these beautiful people.
Hi.
God has been doing just an incredible work over the last few months, really. I know it's been longer than that. Lucas first showed up here like 10 years ago, something like that. And we connected, and he was kind of in and out of the church here for a brief moment. And we were praying for Lucas for a number of years. And lo and behold, one Wednesday night we're praying, and Darwin comes in and says, "You're never going to believe who I picked up hitchhiking today." And he says, "It was Lucas." And so I let Lucas, even when you weren't following Jesus, live in your van, and he parked outside of the church here. So close. And I would hound him. I'd hound him every Sunday, "Man, hey, come to church. Hey, come to church." And he'd pack up his van and he'd leave every Sunday morning. And man, I'm just happy that you're here. But we had a tent revival that the Jesus Cafe put on in the community here this weekend. And God was doing some miraculous things. And these guys want to share a testimony of what God was doing and what happened. So here's a microphone. I don't know what direction you guys want to go in. I want you kind of fight me for it. Like wrestle it up. No.
Yeah. So I'd never been to a revival before. I've always seen them on TV and thought, there are these big things with all these people where crazy stuff happens and people get delivered and all these signs and wonders follow. And it's like, wow, that's pretty crazy. And I learned this weekend that God does not need large numbers to move in really large ways. And I was one of those people who got delivered this weekend. And for those of you who were there, I know some of you were there and saw what happened. And I know we've got all the kids in the room this morning, so I'll spare the details of things. But it was intense and it was powerful, and I am a different person for it. And
Amen.
Lucas also had quite a bit of deliverance.
Oh, yeah. I even got to help with hers a little bit with Stan, as y'all know, with Jesus Cafe. I'm just super thankful that I've not even, witnessed stuff that powerful firsthand, and to just be a part of it and to be praying through it and to be a part of deliverance. It's just spectacular. Just opened up my eyes to, how vast God is, and it's just super amazing what he's doing in Pagosa and the way that he's moving in all of our lives. And like she said, didn't get discouraged from there not being a ton of people there this weekend, but it was exactly what was needed. And it was really cool to see, because I always thought deliverance was something that you had to tell your problem, and then you get prayed for and you're delivered. Boom, done. It's definitely not the way. It could be. It totally could be. But within myself, the process that I've been working on, or that God's been doing on me, is somebody used the analogy of remodeling a house. You have to do a lot of things. You got to put in sheetrock. You got to do trim work. You got to tear it down. You got to build up. And but it's the renewal. And what's been happening with all of us over the past few months, very powerfully, is the renewal of our minds and our souls. And I think what we've been working on for months has kind of been loosening up our darkness within ourselves. But at the tent revival this weekend, it was a long time coming and a lot of work. But this weekend, it was a final push of deliverance. And just glory be to God. It's absolutely amazing. It just strengthened my faith like crazy. Just undeniable. And I'll say a couple more things about me personally. I've told my testimony a lot of times. If you haven't heard it, I'll give you a short rundown. I've been through a lot of struggles, a lot of drug addiction, and a lot of just a lot of darkness. And it's had a strong hold on my life. If it's not one thing, it's the other. And I've always been like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out kind of guy. And what's been happening the past couple months is God's been putting me both feet in. And like, I mean, full blown both feet in, like can't look back. And I can truly stand here today for the first time ever and say, I am completely sober. And it's all thanks to Jesus. And on top of all that, at the end of the revival, our deliverance, are you gonna? You want to tell that part?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna leave part of it to her. Okay. Here you go. That's all I got.
I don't know how to follow that, but I'll try. These two particular people have played a huge role in me coming back into the community of Christ. I grew up in the church, multiple denominations, and one thing that my mother stood up for me was to not get me baptized as a kid and to give that to me, that power for me to make that decision when I was ready to walk with Christ. And so at the end of the tent revival, God spoke to me and my two friends, and we were able to go down to the river and get baptized in the hot springs. And we wanted to extend a huge thank you to all of you guys. Even though we weren't with our church family here, you guys were with us. Like, you guys, the strength of every single one of you and every prayer that you guys pray brought us and the Lord together to be able to have that just beautiful moment. And we just wanted to share that with you guys. Praise Jesus.